Love or ambition? The strategic art of timing in life's greatest pursuits. Have you ever felt that gnawing tension between chasing your dreams and pursuing love? That moment when your phone lights up with a dating app notification right as you're deep in the flow of working toward your biggest goals. I recently had the extraordinary privilege of interviewing Ebony Masire for the Pink Parachute Diaries podcast. Ebony is a remarkable force of nature who, at 51, is navigating a career transition while embracing self love as the foundation for all her relationships. Her wisdom transcends conventional thinking about personal development and relationships, offering a revolutionary framework that has already transformed countless lives, particularly for Black women professionals navigating the complex intersection of career advancement and personal fulfillment. What struck me most about our conversation was how Ebony has mastered something many of us struggle with daily: strategic timing. The art of knowing when to pour energy into relationships and when to focus entirely on self development. It's a question that haunts many of us in the quiet moments between meetings and midnight scrolling. Should I swipe right tonight or finish my business plan? Should I accept that dinner invitation or use those hours to complete my certification? The dating versus development dilemma isn't just about time management. It's about emotional bandwidth, energy allocation, and ultimately life design. Let's be brutally honest. Dating requires emotional investment, significant emotional investment. It's not just the hours spent getting ready, going out, texting back and forth. It's the mental real estate relationships occupy, the wondering, the analyzing, the hoping, the occasional disappointment that can derail your productivity for days or even weeks. As Ebony pointed out during our interview, understanding when dating aligns with or distracts from your personal growth journey is crucial. Dating requires emotional bandwidth that might compete with career transitions or personal development goals. The key word here is compete. Your heart and mind have limited capacity. Where you direct that capacity matters tremendously. This isn't about choosing between love and success forever. It's about strategic timing and intentional decisions. It's about recognizing the seasons of your life and honoring what each season requires. Consider Ron Brown's journey. As a successful Black female entrepreneur and mother, Ron faced the significant challenge of balancing business development with family responsibilities. The competing demands for her time and energy could have easily overwhelmed her, and sometimes did. There were nights she'd put her children to bed and then work until 3 a.m., only to wake up at 6 a.m. to start the day again. There were moments she questioned whether building her business was worth the sacrifice. There were times when the weight of it all felt unbearable. But Rana implemented structured scheduling and embraced a philosophy that resonates deeply. Doing the work without shortcuts leads to more rewarding outcomes. She learned to ask for help rather than trying to manage everything alone, a lesson many of us need to hear repeatedly. What's fascinating about Roan's approach is that she prioritized purpose over immediate profit. She built a successful business focused on providing actionable tools for women, creating intimate learning environments that position women to build real relationships. When she launched her business, she initially sought shortcuts, but discovered that authentic growth required embracing the full journey, including failures. The result: she created an interactive community focused on implementation rather than just motivation, increasing accessibility to resources for women entrepreneurs. Her work has transformed how women approach business building, emphasizing purpose over profit and creating spaces where genuine relationships flourish alongside professional development. This is the power of strategic timing and focus. By temporarily prioritizing her purpose and implementing structured systems, Romney created something that ultimately enhanced her capacity for meaningful relationships, both professional and personal. Now, let's shift our perspective to a broader view. Atlanta has become the top city for Black millionaires by fostering an environment where professional development and community support coexist. This didn't happen by accident or overnight. Black professionals in Atlanta face the challenge of building wealth while maintaining cultural connections and supporting community growth in a competitive business landscape. The city developed strong support networks, including the Atlanta Black Chambers and Black Wealth Summit, providing funding, mentorship, and networking opportunities specifically for Black entrepreneurs. The result? Atlanta now boasts one of the largest concentrations of Black owned businesses in the country, spanning real estate, tech startups, restaurants, law firms, and entertainment companies. Many Black professionals initially came to Atlanta for education at prestigious HBCUs and stayed after graduation, contributing to local economic growth and establishing professional networks that uplift future generations. This environment demonstrates something profound, focusing on personal and professional development within a supportive community creates opportunities for both individual success and meaningful relationships with like minded partners. The city has created a self reinforcing ecosystem where Black success breeds more success, with many executives climbing corporate ladders at major companies like Coca Cola, Delta Airlines, and Home Depot. What's the lesson here? Sometimes the best way to find meaningful connection is to first focus on creating the right environment for your own growth. As Maya Angelou wisely noted, you can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. The same applies to success and the capacity for meaningful relationships. Let's look at one more powerful example. Louisa Joe grew her online business from zero over $1.1 million in just 11 months without an existing audience. She had to overcome the challenge of building a business from scratch without an established platform, requiring intense focus and strategic decision making about time allocation. Louisa implemented a strategic approach to business growth that prioritized skill development and targeted outreach, particularly leveraging platforms where her potential clients gathered. Her business reached the $1 million mark in less than a year, proving that concentrated effort on personal goals can yield extraordinary results when not diluted by distractions. She began without the typical advantages of an existing audience or platform, forcing her to be methodical and intentional about every aspect of her business development. Her success demonstrates that temporary focus on personal goals can create a foundation for long term success and stability, potentially creating better conditions for future relationships. Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, but I don't want to be alone while I build my empire. I understand that fear. The worry that success might mean solitude, that choosing yourself might mean choosing loneliness. But here's what Ebony emphasized in our conversation: building a strong foundation of self love and personal accomplishment creates a healthier platform for future relationships. This is especially important for Black professionals navigating both career advancement and personal fulfillment in environments that weren't designed with our success in mind. Self investment isn't selfish. It's strategic. It's recognizing that the quality of your relationships will directly reflect the quality of relationship you have with yourself. As Audre Lorde powerfully stated, caring for myself is not self indulgence, it is self preservation. And that is an act of political warfare. There are clear signs that indicate when you're prepared to integrate dating into your life without compromising your goals. Learning to identify these indicators helps maintain balance and prevents derailing progress. These signs include first, emotional stability, when you can face challenges without being completely derailed. Second, established routines that support your goals. When your habits are so ingrained that they don't require constant willpower to maintain. Third, a clear sense of identity and purpose that won't be easily swayed by someone else's vision for your life. Fourth, healthy boundaries and the ability to communicate them effectively. And finally, enough margin in your life to genuinely welcome another person without resentment. The truth is, there are seasons for everything. Seasons of intense focus on self development, seasons of openness to connection, seasons of balance between the two. The wisdom lies in recognizing which season you're in and honoring it. After my conversation with Ebony, I realized the importance of implementing a quarterly personal assessment practice. This involves evaluating your current goals, the progress you're making, and honestly assessing whether adding or maintaining romantic relationships aligns with your current life phase. Ask yourself, what are my non negotiable goals right now? How much emotional and mental bandwidth do my current pursuits require? Am I in a season of foundation building, or do I have the capacity to nurture a relationship alongside my ambitions? There's no universal right answer. The right answer is the one that honors your unique journey and timeline. Remember, this isn't about permanently choosing between love and success. It's about strategic timing and intentional decisions about when to focus primarily on self and when to open up to partnership. As Black women, we often face unique pressures to have it all and do it all simultaneously. We're expected to excel professionally while maintaining perfect relationships, supporting our communities, and somehow making it all look effortless. But what if we gave ourselves permission to approach life in strategic seasons instead? What if we embrace the power of focused attention rather than perpetual division? Ebony's journey of career transition at 51 reminds us that it's never too late to prioritize yourself. Her embrace of self love as the foundation for all other relationships offers a powerful model for all of us. The poet Nayira Wahid writes, and I said to my body softly, I want to be your friend. It took a long breath and replied, I have been waiting my whole life for this. I stand before you today with an urgent challenge, one that could transform not just your relationships, but the very trajectory of your life. Stop treating love and ambition as opponents in a zero sum game. They are not enemies locked in eternal combat for your attention. They are powerful forces that, when strategically timed, can amplify each other in ways you've never imagined. Today, I dare you to examine your life with unflinching honesty. What season are you truly in? Are you building foundations that will support future connections? Or are you ready to integrate partnership into your already established life? Whatever your answer, honor it fiercely. Give yourself permission to prioritize accordingly without shame or apology. Trust that love and success aren't competing destinations, but complementary journeys that, when timed strategically, can enhance rather than diminish each other. The world doesn't need more people who've sacrificed their dreams on the altar of relationships or who've abandoned all human connection in pursuit of achievement. The world needs whole people, people who understand the rhythm of their own lives and move in harmony with it. So go forth, build yourself, love yourself, and when the timing is right, love others too. Your ambitions and your heart can both thrive just perhaps not always simultaneously. And that's not just okay, it's wisdom.